Honeybees! They're very important for our survival because of the fact that, according to honeylove.org, bees help pollinate 80% of our world's plants. Without bees helping to pollinate, we will not have as much food as our entire population needs to survive. So, in this speech, I want to discuss the decline of the bee population, the problem, which is the bee population decline, what is causing the decline of the bee population, and how we may fix this. So the problem is the bee population is in decline. We need the bees for food, because without bees there would be no food. Bees help pollinate a lot of our crops. They take truckloads of bees and ship them all around the country and pollinate a lot of our crops. So we need the bees for our food. According to phys.org, beekeepers expect roughly 17% of their bees to die each year, but reports have shown losses more than twice as high. So what's killing all the bees? That brings us to my next topic, the causes of the decline of the bee population. According to phys.org, they believe the three biggest impact to the honeybee population is the varroa destructor, pesticides, and lack of natural support. What the varroa destructor is, or the varroa mite, is a rather large mite that latches onto the honeybee and sucks the blood out of the bee. According to phys.org, it would be the equivalent to a dinner plate attached to you at all times, sucking the blood from you. It makes the bees very weak, and they eventually die. There can also be up to 4 or 5 mites on each bee. Very bad. The other causes to the decline of the bee population are pesticides. Scientists are not sure exactly which pesticides hurt bee populations, but they're working to figure it out. The last cause, and possibly one of the biggest causes, for the decline of the bee population is not a lot of natural support from humans. We as humans, when there's bees in our shed or wherever, we call an exterminator. This kills all the bees. This is very bad. It is better to call a beekeeper who will remove the bees for free. Also, the local use of pesticides on your lawn to kill weeds can hurt bees. And the lack of natural wildflowers not planted by humans can also hurt the bee population. Luckily for us, I have some solutions to the bee population. First of all, the large solution would be implementing laws to stop the use of pesticides on a large scale, and maybe implementing some other laws that can help the bee population. What people can do is call their congressmen and vote and ask them to vote for laws that will protect the bee population. Locally, what people can do at their home, use less pesticides. Pesticides really hurt the bees. And plant more flowers. Leave wildflowers about and plant more flowers all over the place. Last solution, what can I do to help? What can the local small person do to help? Call local beekeepers. If you have bees in your shed, don't call an exterminator. Use less pesticides and plant more flowers. The bee population is declining. The causes are the varroa mite, pesticides, and not enough flowers because of lack of natural support. But if we all join together, we can save the bees.